So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rolling to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 28-yard line.
1st down, Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Operating from the gun, Murray, flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Browns 23, Ravens 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Murray. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Ravens.
From the gun, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Operating from the gun, Murray. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's going to launch this thing. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
43-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches in.
He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Operating from the gun, Murray. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Cleveland.
From the gun, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Flushed out right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Cleveland.
Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Second and long. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Ravens.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
At the 15-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Yards to go.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
35. Browns 30.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown. And now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And down to the line. 22 yards there, a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Murray. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 22 yards there. A first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Look at that, a diving catch. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Baltimore, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
The Patriots are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trade. The Browns are now on the clock. Well, wait, looks like both war rooms are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Back at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Browns
throwing on first down is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Kamara on the carry.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a gain of 3.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up here. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first and 10.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And 8 at the 12-yard line.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Always Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, his intended target, and it's third down.
And 13.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
13 yards remaining on second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A gain of 5. And the Browns first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
First down, Browns.
Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Murray, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Jair Alexander.
From the gun, Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again, Murray. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the sign judge, incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's got his man in strong. Ride complete.
Complete to number 85. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Operating from the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
The kicker on.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction. Murray fighting, lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, man. Murray with a 3rd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. first down. It's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The Ravens will line up for
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
19. Browns.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. 19 yards there on the catch and run. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Browns 20, Ravens 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
42-yard line.
Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Gibson. 10 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. It's a gain of 8.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
3-yard line.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for Alvin.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Right, call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the Ravens' 15-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Right at the line.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Murray now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Switch.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here I come again.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
57's the mic. Mark 57. We got. He's coming. We got double up. Check 31.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Check. Wall. Get wall. Kill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And it's caught. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
He was taken.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts
4 yards.
as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got. He's crossing. He's checking cross. Check 52.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after it. We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First and 10, here's Murray. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
The score, Ravens 7, Browns nothing. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
But on the option, he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
At the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Looking sideline, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And a Raven first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Fourth down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run.
Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Running with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And let's get that ball.
Shotgun now from Murray. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return will stop right around the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Throwing again. Murray. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Murray going to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Murray to air it out again. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. First 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Now Murray again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. C.D. Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Browns 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
29 yards.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Raven 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drop.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the turnover, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on third down, Murray. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half from Murray, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
The tackle.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And the Ravens
from down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 14-yard line.
Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
57, Mike, 57.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. Cleveland offense ready to go. Murray now on first down. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
On first down, it's Gibson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
It's a room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary. Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Ball carrier.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
13.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
23.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
25 yards there on the catch and run. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
I don't think you got it, son. 55 is my guy, 55. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
To throw again, Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
By Jair Alexander.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On first down, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to loft it deep right side, and this is caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 30, Browns 13. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Murray off play action. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
49-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He sets to fire deep. Oh, they've intercepted.
Here we are in
Season of
December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. And let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So that one will be accepted. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. He had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Ravens on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be third and forever.
And long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Rolling to his right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st down, Murray. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The gun. They'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
And the Ravens
now on first down. He'll drop to throw it.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Let's get off the field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. On 1st down, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Murray. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's good.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
The 44-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.